and gentlemen, I'm going to go over to my first guest of the evening, which is, as introduced, Mr. Jollywood of Jamaica. Mr. Jamaica Jollywood, Mr. Kanai Condison is joining us on Zoom tonight. So I'm going to go on over. There he is on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, and say good evening and welcome, sir. How are you?
Good evening, Wayne. Can you hear me clearly?
I'm hearing you clearly, sir.
Thank you for having me, my friend.
Yes. How are you?
I am good. Thank you. Thank you. It's a bit cold in Atlanta, but I am surviving. I am fresh from Jamaica still. So, the cold a bite, but everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Man, I don't think you got the real cold.
Oh,
So you better enjoy this summer that we're having right now because in a few days you might just get winter.
yeah. I just hear
I
you
don't mean to
mention that.
scare you.
I just hear you mention that in Atlanta it's up and down. It cold today and it's hot tomorrow. Cold today, So, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll survive.
Okay, good. Yes, it is up and down, making sure the audience is hearing you loud and clear, sir. Now, good to see you. It was a pleasure to meet you in person.
Same here, my friend. Same here.
And
Same here.
and little did I know you would be here on the show tonight. So it's a pleasure to have you. Ladies
Thank
and
you so
gentlemen,
much.
this is Mr. Kanai, Mr. Jollywood from Jamaica. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about him before we get into the conversation here, because a very reliable source sent me some information. And ladies and gentlemen, today we're honored to introduce a visionary whose passion for the arts has not only shaped his own illustrious career, but has also carved out a vibrant space for celebrating Jamaican people, places, and culture. Meet Mr. Kanai Condison, the dynamic CEO and founder of Jollywood, Jamaica, nestled in the vibrant city of Kingston. Kanai is becoming a true renaissance man in the world of entertainment. From his early days as a model, he transitioned seamlessly into acting, filmmaking, and talent management. His prowess behind the camera has earned him a place in the Caribbean Hall of Fame 2014 for film production, and he has even graced the stage as the host of the prestigious Jamaica Actor Boy Awards. But Kanai's contributions don't stop there. In 2019, he opened the doors to the Planet Jollywood Movie Theater and Museum, a unique venue dedicated, ladies and gentlemen, exclusively to Jamaican made films. This theater is not just a place to watch movies, it's a celebration of Jamaican storytelling, art, and culture. The museum houses an extraordinary collection of artifacts, memorable life size images. His dedication to preserving and promoting Jamaican culture has not gone unnoticed, as he got the Top Depositor Award by the Jamaica National Library for contributing the most film deposits in over 2 decades. All right? At Jollywood, Jamaica, the mission is clear: to acknowledge, celebrate, highlight, and promote Jamaican people, places, and culture. So sit back and enjoy as we dive into the fascinating world of Mr. Kanai Condison and Jollywood, Jamaica, where Jamaican creativity shines brightly on the Wayne Hall Show tonight and the global stage. Let me put that
Thank you
back in
again.
there. All
Thank
right.
you.
After that, need I
Mhm.
say more? Welcome,
There's all,
sir.
there's always more to say. The work always continues. That's one of my things. The work always continues.
Right. If you could turn up your volume a little bit more, it might be good. It's not
Is that
um,
as
a,
at
a
maximum?
game changer, but it would make my job here a little easier. But if not, we're good. I can hear you.
You can hear me now.
Yes. All right. So I'll
Bit
turn me
closer.
down a little because I'm much louder than you. All right. So balancing it
How
out.
we stay
That
now?
should be
That's much
good.
better.
Yes, you're good.
All right, cool.
So tell us about, we've learned a lot about you. What is Jollywood really, though? I just heard, I just read in brief what it is. Tell us about the inspiration first. What made you decide to do Jollywood?
Well, I was living in South Africa for a while, and doing acting that side, and I always thought about Jollywood because there's Bollywood and there's Hollywood and there's Nollywood. So based on research, there wasn't a Jollywood Jamaica in Jamaica, and it would only make sense to have a Jollywood Jamaica in Jamaica. So I went back to Jamaica with that mission to start up Jollywood with the simple aim to acknowledge, celebrate, highlight, and promote Jamaican people, place, and culture. That was the simple. That's just basically it.
Why the name Jollywood?
It is coming from his cousins. You have Hollywood in the US, you have Bollywood in India, and you have Nollywood in Nigeria. So Jollywood in Jamaica. So that's simple. There's not too many stories behind that. The reason why it's just family.
Okay, so Jolly doesn't carry too any greater significance other than it goes
Well,
well.
apart from Jamaican people being very jolly still, so you can actually use that as part of it still. But again, we kind of keep it in with the cousins and the family, so we're keeping it, yeah, like that.
How has it been received at home?
Um, yeah, man. It's making its headway now. In the early part, like anything, in the early part, you have to network and get people accustomed to what the movement and what the mission is. And again, now people can buy into the mission and buy into the movement once there's some form of consistency. If there wasn't any consistency on my side, the Jollywood thing would have actually just come and just pass. So the consistency has to be there if you want to build anything of any form of stature. I tell people all the time that Jollywood Jamaica will outlive me. Once the system and the structures are put in place, it will outlive me.
I like that. Now, in terms of what you actually do, just give us some uh,
All right.
first-hand,
Well, what
context so we can
I
relate to
I write movies.
examples, etc.
I write movies. I act, also a talent agent, and that's it. That's just basically it. I act, I write, I direct. I'm a talent agent.
Awesome. So, what is give us some examples of the work that's Jollywood itself has done
Well,
for
you know
you.
what? You're gonna have to something there. You're gonna have to go visit. You can Google or go on our YouTube page, Jollywood Jamaica. You can see some of the stuff that I've done so far. Still, so far I have done over 11 films, plus
Over
some,
11.
yeah, 11 films. Six of those is actually full length feature, and that's why again, for the award for the 2022 top depositor
Yeah.
for the Jamaican National Library still. So you'll have to research my stuff.
So for to know, so like we just read where Jollywood is to create like a memory and a kind of a museum
Yes.
as
So
well. It's
so
not
so
just film production. So from that end, what are some of the things you've done?
well, so far with the museum, who we have done so far, we are collecting hand and footprint. Again, we're collecting hand and footprint. We have done Faye Ellington. We are in the process of doing. We've done Christopher Johnny Daly. We have done DJ Squeeze, DJ Barbara Blake Hannah. Um, and it's just too much to mention so far.
Right.
I've done
So
almost
so you
almost
do
20
hand
people.
and footprints. Is that like the trademark?
Uh, just for the museum, because Jollywood Jamaica has this 8 sections to it: film,
Okay.
magazine, merchandise, talent, TV, the bus tour, the movie theater, and the museum. So the museum is just a cog in the system. And the four main pillars for Jollywood Jamaica will be it's the museum, the movie theater, the merchandise, and film. That will be the four main pillars for Jollywood. So with the museum, still we just been, again, one of the most important part of anybody's journey. When you have done enough, it's the museum. There's a value chain that goes into even in production. Every industry you can think of, there is a museum for it. So doing a Jollywood Jamaica museum, a Planet Jollywood museum, it's kind of the same thing. And what the mission is now is to use Jollywood Jamaica as a connecting point to other, um, Jamaican entities outside of Jamaica to say, well, listen, man, we can get, we have to ensure that the name and legacy of many, many persons and are kind of preserved. And that's why I get the link with Jamaica Museum of Cultural Center, JMMCC. And they came to my event because I have an event every year called Actors Across Borders. It's a Hall of Fame event where I induct 9 Jamaicans who have done exceptionally well. And that's what the Hall of Fame is all about. The footprint and the handprint is all about is to honor Jamaicans who have done exceptionally well. And I invited the JMCC down to come and look at it, and they came and they invited me to their event. So I am here again spreading the word of the importance of any industry for a museum to be a part of it, to kind of cement the name and legacy of persons who have made a significant contribution. And Jamaicans all over the world, there are so many. There are so many that have done exceptionally well, and we want to honor those persons.
That's a tall order.
Yeah, yes, but guess what? It has to be done. It has to be done. If just one hand and footprint at a time. That's it. One hand and footprint at a time. Still, But again, it's going to outlive me. It's going to outlast me. And a museum is just so vitally important to any mission. You know what I'm saying? Because it is kind of the cherry on someone's life and someone's work. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're in the process of doing something where it's purposeful.
Okay. All right. So let's you mentioned connecting with the rest of the world.
Hmm.
So let's talk about that because you're in Atlanta right now.
Yes.
Just kind of give us the backdrop. How why Atlanta?
Well, I would say Atlanta is the first stop. Atlanta is the first stop, and then
Right. And why was Atlanta or is Atlanta the first stop? Curious.
um, well, guess what? We are in the process of researching how many Jamaican museums there are in the world, and so I was linked on to JMCC, and then I reached out to them, and then that's what actually started from the invitation from one, and then the invitation to next. So I am here spreading the good word and seeing the good work that the JMCC is doing here so still. And then, as I said before, so there are so many Jamaicans here that is doing good, and they also deserve some form of recognition. So this is just the first step of many.
So let me ask you this because it's a question that I've heard too.
Mhm.
Someone is asking to put your link in the chat. So maybe Christine could do that. Put your link in the chat, Christine. I know you're listening. Put Mr. Jollywood's link in the chat for the audience. Um, so, is there like a criteria? What do you look for in
Oh,
the persons
well.
and
Okay.
individuals or organizations that you're gonna honor on this journey?
It's Jamaicans who have done exceptional well. Jamaicans who have gone beyond the call of duty to kind of create something that it will impact what they're doing or where they are as Jamaican, and also have some form of relevance to Jamaica itself. So it's just about persons who have done exceptional well, who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in their respective field, not just persons who are actors, not just persons who are sports personality, but persons who are also in business. Because you have Jamaicans who are in business who have done exceptionally well where Jamaica is concerned, or where giving back to Jamaica is concerned.
Right. So, in terms of the impact that they have, is it their impact? Is it how successful they are in an individual career, or is it their impact on the wider community,
Wider community, the wider
wider
community, because
community?
wherever you
Okay.
are as a Jamaican, you're still a Jamaican.
Right.
And they always try to keep that culture part of you as Jamaican, and so it's for the wider community,
All
for the wider
right.
community.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Mr. Jollywood, Mr. Kanai Condison of Jamaica, and he's the founder of Jollywood there in Jamaica. and just sharing some information with us tonight about their mission and what they're doing. And he's here in Atlanta right now.
Mhm.
And so I guess you're busy seeking out the individuals who've gone above and beyond and to the wider
Well,
public.
well. We have done
Good.
four so far. We have done four so far. We did Dr. Juan Reed. He's one of the co-founders of the AJA,
Yes.
Atlanta Jamaica Association. We did Dr. Apollo Reed also. She started the JMCC, Jamaica Museum and Cultural Center. So with that now, we also did uh, the Donna McLeod. She's a representative. She's the first Jamaican. Again, if you think about being the first, that's also good. Also, that's one of the criteria for you being, But guess what? I mentioned this real quickly. I don't choose a person. Every person who is elected or selected, their responsibility now is to select the next person who they also think is deemed eligible for something like this. Still. So I don't choose nobody. Everybody get chosen and get picked by the person. So the person's responsibility as the hand and footprint thing. The footprint symbolizes the person's journey. The handprint symbolizes this person's responsibility. So their responsibility as somebody who's inducted or selected is to play it forward.
To play it
And,
forward.
and your name came up, I tell you that. Your name came up. And the last person we had, we also we did Dr. Gary McCook.
Okay.
He started the Jamaica International Independent Festival Song Competition. you know
Okay.
so again, these are, if we look at all these things, these are things that will outlive the founder of themselves. I guarantee at some point when, after a couple of years, your show is going to outlive you. You're going to pass it on to someone else. You're going to pass it on to someone else, and that's what it's going to. That's all about. As I mentioned, still your name get called up a few times since I've been here. So I'll see you in July. See you in
Wow.
July.
Well, that's good. That's great to hear. Um, I know we're strapped for time. We've
Mhm,
went gone above and beyond. But to wrap up,
mhm.
please accept gratitude from the Carolanta players. You were at their event on Saturday. They've asked me to convey
Brilliant play,
sincere
wonderful play.
gratitude
I love
to
it.
you
Hmm.
and for everything you did behind the scenes with them and for them. And so they want to say thank you. They ask that I convey that to you. Okay? All
Okay.
right. And so, is there anything else you'd like to share? I think you've done well to come on and just explain why you're here, what your mission is, what it is you do. And I think we all have a greater understanding of that right now. But is there anything before we wrap up real quick?
Um, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for the JMCC for also hosting me in Atlanta. It's Christmas season, so I'll say to anyone out there still, if you can help someone else with an extra whatever, you can do that still. And to my friends and family back home in Jamaica who's listening and who's watching, big up to you so much. It's just love. It's just love for me. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself this Christmas. Enjoy yourself this New Year coming in, and just spread the love. And the work continues.
Amen, my brother. Well, thank you for
Thank
your
you so
time
much.
this evening. Ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen, it's
thank
been
you.
a great conversation with Mr. Jollywood of Jamaica, Mr. Kanai Condison, working hard to preserve one aspect of our culture, which is our arts.
Right.
Easily overlooked, you know. So thank you for your concept there and good luck on your journey, sir. Welcome to
Thank you so much.
Atlanta. Hope you're enjoying this day and be grateful for this 70 degrees today. All
Have
right,
a
my
good one, my
brother.
friend. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Okay, you take care.
Film, stage, and social media stars in Sounds from Yard. Written by Raul Blaze, directed by Owen Blacker Ellis. December 29, Jamaica Pegasus. Sounds from Yard. This Lord Bud.
Sounds from yard this loud bad. That's so interesting to hear, ladies and gentlemen. But it is so one of the productions going on that we wanted to share with you again this evening. Thanks again to everyone listening on Linkage 101.75, 104.5 FM. Hype FM, Clark TV Network, Viscosity Blend, Island Worldwide, ReggaeVibesRadio.com, Yardflow TV, EnergyRadio1.com, YouChooseRadio.com, Fresh FM Radio London, Fit FM 96.7, Trelawney's Radio, Your Life, Your Music. Everyone locked in on Facebook Live. Everyone, I see Ijanoa Lawrence has joined us. Welcome, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. I also see Miss Jennifer Virgo. Welcome. Bless up yourself. Imar Shepherd, up full and bright, my brother. Yeah, man. Christine Reynolds, someone is now in custody. Thank God, goodness. Okay. All right. Well, all's well that ends well, right? Okie dokie. All right, so everyone that's locked in, thank you so much for tuning in to the Wayne Hall Show. If you've never followed the page, please do so. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, all Wayne Hall Show. Just put in Wayne Hall Show. I guarantee you will find me.